Hi Pisces, this is Just with your 2020 yearly tarot reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So if you guys have, if you saw the 2019 reading, we're doing something a little bit different. I'm not sure. I think last year I did month to month, but this year we're doing quarterly, and we're going to do 4 different quarters, 3 month at a time frame. So we're starting right here with the first quarter. Keep in mind this is a general, so it may not resonate with all of you, and the messages can go vice versa, whether I say it or not. So please understand that this can not only just be happening to you, but around you, and it can affect others around you, or you be affected from another person. So just kind of keep that in mind. So let's look at your reading here, and we're looking at, as I said, the first quarter, and that would be January, February, or and March 2020. So, Pisces, you will find that for the first 3 months, at some point, some of you will feel this throughout the 3 months, some of you just one time. For those of you who I'm reading for and picking up on this energy, so keep that in mind. Doesn't mean that it's going to happen for 3 whole months, but at some point in time, these energies may surround you. Now, I do see that you're kind of leaving behind in 2019 probably an old way of adjusting to people, circumstances, and situations. Some of you are being a little bit more money conscious, even though that may be a bit of a challenge coming into 2020 for some of you. You may need to restructure. You may need to kind of get a hold of your finances, particularly if you're a Pisces male. You may find financially that you're in a little bit of a slump, or again, needing to put a little bit more time and attention into your finance. That being said, you're taking a leap. For some of you, the first 3 months, it could be a new home, because I do see home life is one that a proposal has come your way, and it was almost like an offer you felt like you couldn't refuse. And boy, has it made a great change. So now you're feeling, for some of you, that you're in a place of peace. You're in a very harmonious living arrangement or environment, one that you may feel like is aesthetically pleasing, like you like the environment, that you like the surroundings, you like inside your home, outside your home. Something about this home life may make you feel better than you did before. And some of you may be coming into 2020 not necessarily feeling the best, and there needs to be this tower moment. There needs to be this effect that kind of is out of your control, that shakes you up and jolts you just a bit in order for you to get to this place of peace. Now, keep in mind, this is something that you've been wishing for, praying for, whether it be literal or just you have been really focusing on it. Being a Pisces, you and Sagittarius are very much manifestors, because you know, your words and your feelings, especially a Pisces, have a lot of power to make it manifested into reality. So at some point, some of you have wished for this, and you were willing to take that leap of faith. And if you have recently moved, maybe right now in the next 3 months, you're moving now, you just moved, you're needing to take a bit of a break. You're really needing, to recharge your battery. So if you find that you're a little bit out of sorts, water will do a great deal of help for some of you if you just feel as though you're a bit overwhelmed and tired a lot. Also seeing about your nutrients. Are you getting the right amount of nutrients? Because you guys are a very sensitive sign. So those things are very important for you to kind of check back in with yourself. Now, you could hear from a family member, okay, and check in on family and friends, because someone may not be doing so well. Someone may really need a more of a healing, and some of you could find yourself falling a little ill. Now, don't get into health and legal and that sort of thing, but in this regard, I would just say that if you're feeling under the weather, like common stuff, cold or flu or something like that, it could be like, where is this coming from? I'm the only person that's sick. It could be things coming and purging out of you that has been held and stifled for quite some time, right? I get this big purging the first 3 months, and it could be coming from the inside out. Now, you could be communicating for the next 3 months with people who are either coming into your life and changing quite a bit, right? So they've just moved, they've just started this, or you're now going into a new part of your life, moving to a new place, start a new job, something new, because we have the aces here. A lot of new beginnings are on offer for you guys. So you will be meeting people and communicating that same reality of newness. Now, I do feel like a lot of your emotions are kicked up pretty high. It can create agitation. It can create frustration. It can create even drama, particularly with earth signs, someone who is very money focused, someone who perhaps at some point in time you've had a commitment with, or some male energy who once again has a very strong effect to come up in your reading. So for some of you, even if you're a male Pisces, there can be another male that is creating some bit of a challenge in your life, or it could just be money woes that has to do with another female, right? And I do feel like for the first 3 months, for some of you, there's a challenge in kind of gaining a sense of control and really focusing on your bottom line, which is your finances, or accepting. Like some of you are going to feel a bit overwhelmed with having to accept an offer that's coming your way, which kind of means permanency. And you kind of know that someone wants all in, okay, whether it be a company, they want you to commit to this amount of time, or, everyone will be different, but there's a new beginning that could be a bit stressful for you. And I do feel like at times you may find yourself a little bit going from like tired to frustrated to lashing out at times. And it's all because some form of your life is ending while a new part of your life is beginning. Okay. And I feel that although there's an ending that may have been difficult to accept or to take on, the beginning of this new thing is amazing. And it is still something that you've always wanted, even though you may feel like, it's literally like a fresh new start. And you may feel at times that it's difficult to get your footing. It is something gradually as time progresses that you will learn that, it's up to me to make this into more of a reality, right? So the opportunity has presented itself. I've wanted. Now it's here. Now what say I? I feel like I have a choice, but I don't really have a choice. With you being a Sagittarius, there's going to be some form of sacrifice that comes along with it. I'm sorry for the noise in the background. Hopefully it'll stop. And you will find that, you become a little bit more focused on your happiness, Pisces, okay? And I'm not going to say come hella high water, because with this Knight of Swords, that always gives me like a hella high water, like, get out of my way, or you'll get slayed, that type of energy. But I feel like you guys will be far more focused on getting toward this happiness that you wish to, now is becoming more of a reality. When it comes to career and finance, it looks like you're definitely going to have money coming in by way of what's owed to you. You could also be putting money out, like paying people, because Six of Pentacles could speak to money's coming in, or you also paying money out, but money comes in quickly. I also get like you guys are being revered. So if you are the face of something, if you're out there, if you have a brand, if you're known for something, some of you are starting a new business, you're rolling out a new area of business, and you're going to be really excited about this new venture that you're embarking on. And you may find that things come about quickly. So this will be a great time, the first quarter of 2022, if you're looking for work, if you're wanting to roll something out, great time to do that. You do have all of those heavy energies working for you in Capricorn, which would be the sun at this point in time. I believe Mercury very soon in Capricorn, Pluto, Saturn, and now Jupiter. You have a lot of powerful planets to move in conjunction with you if you make any actions. So it looks like it's going to be really good. Also, I wanted to make this point because as I was laying down the cards, I kind of felt this strongly. As you go through the 3 months and you get closer into the second quarter, which is April, May, and June 2020, some of you, if someone has done you wrong, okay, and almost like took on a never care attitude of how they treated you, you may be witnessing their karma, okay? You may feel like, okay, well, you've won after all, right? Also, for some of you, if you have an opportunity to choose doing something right to someone or doing something wrong and kind of not caring how you affect them, like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to take a risky move and it may affect you, and I don't care how I feel about it or how you are affected. Please be conscious with that, because I do feel like it'll circle back around somewhere down the line for you when you least expect it. So I would say, even if you probably are right in kind of cutting someone out in the most nasty way. Try to take the high road if you can. Others of you, there will be the situation where some of you may feel like you're gonna make this move, you're gonna take this chance, and a part of you may feel like it's foolish. Some people may say to you that it's foolish, but no matter what, you're gonna fight your way through it. You're going to continue to remain steadfast and move about in a very determined sort of way, probably throughout this year. But I want to say, at least for the first 3 months, you're going to persevere no matter what, even in the midst of, naysayers and people talking against you. And even at times you not being 100% sure and feeling a bit green about the situation. But, use your intuition. It is there for you. It's going to help guide you. You have a lot of intuitive cards here that speak to, and very sharp mental space as well. And when you are resting, allow for that. Don't try to just go against your resting time, because it allows you to be a lot more clearer. And you'll find when you give into rest and when you drink your water and eat more healthy, that you're able to be more agile, and you have a lot more stamina, to take on your day-to-day life, because at times it will call for you to have to kind of stay in the fight with things, if that makes any sense, right? Now, and some of you could be literally dealing with male energy, may be a bit difficult to deal with. Some air signs energy, or people that has been very nasty to you in the past. Like I said, they may come back with their tail between their legs, or wanting to get to a place of completion, some closure they would like to look for with you. Also, I do feel that there may be children, like if you have children, wanting to come to a better place when it comes to the child. Someone may even want to get back together with you for the child. And it's not just for the child, it's because they also have feelings for you as well. They also have feelings for you. Someone has regrets that things did not work out the right way, and they want to do that. Some of you are also going to get proposed to. And that being said, let's look at your love life. For you Pisces singles, I do feel like you're working a lot, and that's what you're doing, focusing on yourself. But at night is when you may get heavy downloads and heavy feelings about past situations, pains and hurts and trauma that you've experienced, and you're still in the healing stages, and you feel like you may think that, I've put that behind me, and I'm hopeful that life will get better, but you still have a little ways to go as far as like overcoming whatever heartache and pain that you've gone through in the past. And you truly want to get balance for some of you and get to a whole place. Some of you could be reconciling with someone from the past, not sure about reconciling, probably wanting to, but not sure about it. Others of you may be really working towards trying to get on a better place with another person. I'm kind of picking up past energy. Some of you may have an opportunity. You're going to be very alluring, so you will be attracting people, you single Pisces, that's putting yourself out there. But you don't know exactly if you can trust people. So at times you may come across as like, you're open to it, almost like you're just jumping in a fool's kind of way, right? But then you turn around and you become a little bit aggressive and almost like threatening, not necessarily threatening, but almost in a position as though you're being threatened, like you can't trust someone. So some of you, if you have had heartache and pain from the past, definitely check in with yourself, your soul's energy, and find out, am I dealing with past trauma of not trusting people, because you don't want to take that out on the wrong individuals. But I do feel like if you have people around in your life, someone may be coming in to try to help balance out, the chafeness in your life. Okay. Is what I see here, but I would take it slow, since it's these cards of kind of men being a bit of a challenged position here. Some of you Pisces men, it may be challenging for you to fully commit to someone. So I would say just kind of take your time if you're a Pisces single. If you're a Pisces couple, some of you are going to try to balance out your relationship after an offer that may have been given to you was either delayed and put on hold. Like someone could have offered something, or you them, proposal, moving in together, and someone had to table it like, I'm not sure, I don't know. Slowly but surely this person is actually going to do it. They're meeting you halfway, or you them. So there's a slowly meeting each other halfway, or whatever the proposal was that wasn't initially just grabbed on, right? So don't give up. If someone didn't tell you a flat out no, and it's maybe, don't look at it as a no, just look at it as not right now. I do feel like it may take this person a full year before they get comfortable with the idea of stepping this up to the next level, but they will be willing to do it slowly but surely. It's a way of testing you to see if, it's two things. It's a testing to see if, how you handle that, and it's also to kind of keep their sense of independence, right? So this person wants to always understand that, I'm my own person. I have to remain an individual and make my own choices at my own time. I don't want to do things just to fulfill you or because you want me to. I have to come to my own conclusions. And then with me being my own person, how will you handle that? Are you okay with it? Are you going to try to push me to be something that I'm not, or push me into something that I'm not ready for? So it's that type of thing. So kind of look at it as twofold. You're kind of being tested, but also this person wants to maintain a sense of self-identity and independence is what it looks like to me. Now that is your, and at times I just want to say it may create some chafing in the relationship. You may notice whoever has made the offer and it has been that offer's been tabled, they may feel like a bit frustrated, a little agitated. You guys may even experience an argument. But it's all I feel like it's all healthy process to kind of get you to the next stage, right? I think every relationship, especially when you're going into deeper levels, you need to kind of test out a person's patient level, what makes them tick, and have those arguments to see how do you guys recover from a problematic situation. Is their communication style, is their argument style, do they get frustrated, does it all work well in how you handle things? So those things are absolutely necessary. And I think that some of you, I'm not gonna say it's your first fight, some of you it could be, but it's definitely in showing how the two of you will complement each other on all levels, right? And it can even come about in an argument or a fallout. So this is your first quarter. Let's go into your second quarter. To continue on with the video, click the link in the description box below.